you're a woman wanting to get lean and toned, you feel like you're doing all of the right things, training consistently, eating healthily, then this video is for you. Because the chances are, despite doing all of the right things, training, nutrition, these are actually the 4 sneaky things that I bet are holding you back. The reason why I know this is because I've been there myself. 5 years ago now, I went from this to this and have managed to maintain it ever since. So keep listening to this video. Whilst you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will get into the 4 things. Now, the first thing we are going to quit is the over snacking. Now, snacking itself isn't a bad thing, but where we are going wrong is snacking in itself can add up very quickly and take you out of your calorie deficit. The reason why I know this is because I've been there and I've been in that position too. So what I used to do was undereat in my meals, and then I would overeat on snacks, which led me way out of my calorie deficit. I wasn't getting toned, I wasn't getting lean. I was just staying in this skinny fat look just because I just kept on overeating on my snacks. So how I fix this, and how you can fix this too, is by having 3 to 4 meals across your day that are actually filling. They need to be big, they need to be balanced, and they need to be filled with protein, fats, and carbs, and a little bit of something that you enjoy, because then this is going to stop you from over snacking. So in terms of snacking, the things that usually take us over are the handful of nuts, the handful of crisps, the few biscuits that you have, the bits of chocolate you have after dinner. All of those things add up across the day. And despite some of them being healthy, i.e. things like the nuts, they are going to be higher in calories, which can take you out of your deficit. Whereas if you gave yourself a proper filling meal at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner, even maybe a post-afternoon snack that you could have, make it filling, make it a mini meal, because that's going to fill you up so much more than just having loads of little snacks that add up across the day. So number 1, quit the over snacking and start filling yourself up with proper meals. Number 2, limiting alcohol. Sorry, I said it. Now, I've been in that position where I would go out across the week, have a few drinks every night, every weekend, and it led me into this position of, why am I not seeing any changes? Now, alcohol isn't a problem, and I'm not saying to cut it out completely, but alcohol is basically empty calories. It can also have effects on things like our sleep, which then have an effect on our hunger and our energy. Then that can transition into our training, that can transition into our nutrition, which can then hold us back from fat loss. So what I would advise doing is cutting down a bit and limiting the alcohol. So just start being strategic. So set yourself a limit. Give yourself different options that you could have, i.e. if you were to go out, could you have a glass of Prosecco and then switch to a soft drink after? Because then it's becoming more intentional. You're still putting your health and fitness first, but you're still allowing yourself to have some enjoyment. And it's not something that you have every single day, and you will look forward to it more. And I still enjoy drinks every now and then. If I go to a wedding, if I go to a party, of course I will have a drink, but I just don't have it every single weekend. I pick and choose the moments that I want it, and then it's even more special when I do have it. Number 3, quit the all or nothing mindset thinking. Now, this is the number 1 mindset that holds back so many women from achieving their toned, leaner physique that they desire. What happens is they're really good Monday and Tuesday. Something happens on Wednesday, whether that be sickness, whether they overeat at a meal, or someone brings in some cakes to the office, and then they eat the cakes, they then miss a workout, they then don't get their steps in, and they think to themselves, oh, screw it, I've ruined my Wednesday, I might as well now start again Monday and just carry on overeating, miss the rest of my workouts, miss the rest of my steps for the rest of the week, and just start a fresh Monday. But this is truly what is holding you back, because think of what could happen if you just got straight back on track. The people that are staying toned and getting toned are the ones that get back on track as soon as possible. Now, one thing I say to myself or say to my clients, if this does happen, because we're human and it will, is you're only ever one meal away from getting back on track. You're only ever one workout away from getting back on track. You're only ever one walk away from getting back on track. So stop seeing it as this, I'll start again Monday and throw in the towel for the rest of the week and just start then. Is just accept what's happened, put it in the past, it's happened, and think about what you can focus on now. What can you do? How can you get back on track? What high protein meal can you have next? When can you squeeze in a 15-minute workout or a 15-minute walk? Stop seeing it as this all or nothing thing and just see it as part of your life, because as soon as you start doing that, you will be so much more consistent. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent, and consistency beats perfection every single time. And the fourth thing we are going to quit is, drumroll please, supplements. Now, I'm not saying quit every single supplement, but I find that a lot of women put such a big focus on what supplement do I need to have? What collagen powder do I need? What creatine do I need to take? What vitamin do I need to have? What green juice or greens powder do I need to take? They are so minor in the scheme of things. Start focusing on the basics, because let me tell you, if your sleep, if your nutrition, if your exercise habits, if you're barely even getting in any steps, if your stress is high, if all of those are absolutely shocking, then taking a supplement isn't going to fix anything. I know that sounds brutal, but it is so true. Fat loss is built on daily habits done well. So start focusing on improving your nutrition, sticking within a sustainable calorie deficit, trying to get in 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, trying to lower your stress levels so your cortisol levels aren't spiked, trying to get in 2 to 3 workouts across the week, even if they're just 15 minutes, trying to go for a walk every single day. Once you've got all of those and they are doing really well consistently, then you can think about adding supplements on top. But quit trying to add in supplements as the first part of your journey, because it is not going to get you there. And that leads me on to how on earth I've maintained a toned and lean physique over the last 5 years. And it's literally because I've kept doing all of those basic, simple things every single day. Even now, 5 years into my journey, I literally just take creatine and vitamin D. I don't take any other fancy supplements because they don't work. It's the basics done every single day and consistently are the things that work. So if you're looking for advice, then please take every single piece of advice I've given in this video as someone who's managed to get toned and stay toned for the last 5 years without doing any extremes, cutting out any of my favorite foods or missing out on any of my favorite events. It doesn't happen. I've just stayed consistent with the basics and still learned how I can find balance in life. So I hope you found this video useful. What I would do if you're someone that's new to the journey or you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed listening to this video, I would advise you just take one thing away from this video and try it this week and see what happens. Once you can do that consistently, then you can add in another one of these things. If you're struggling or you need help in terms of finding how many calories you should have, something that's sustainable for you, or finding your maintenance calories, I'm going to leave my calorie calculator below so you can work out your calories that are personal to you. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment the word habits below so I know you've got to the end of this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.